The Connecticut Virtuosi is celebrating 100 years of composer Giacomo Puccini's legacy and the upcoming performance of La Boheme. Now, here with the details are Adrian and Gayane. Guys, thank you guys so much for joining us. I know you guys have just flown back into the U.S. Again, this is going to be your first time performing in the U.S.
Yes.
How are you feeling, kind of getting ready for it?
Quite good. I'm happy to have the opportunity to sing La Boheme here in your country. So I'm looking forward. Yes.
And Adrian, tell me a little bit about the opera itself. Give some folks some background if they haven't seen it before.
It's one of the most beautiful opera ever written. It moves very fast in 4 acts. It's a love story, it's a tragic story, but it's also something called verismo. In other words, it reflects the real emotions and sort of experiences of real people, to some degree, of course.
Yeah.
It's a poor poet and meets his love of his life on the top of the attic in Paris and all that.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful, beautiful, almost a Christmas. I mean, to some degree, also a Christmas story, because the action some of it takes place in that time.
Yeah.
It's also tragic because it shows the human failure of sort of lovers cannot they don't succeed because of the poverty that surrounds them in their situation. But it's also a showcase of Bohemian life as romanticized by Puccini as it can be. It's beautiful.
And you know, this isn't a new opera. This isn't something that was just created. It's been around for, we're celebrating his 100th year of his work.
Yes.
What do you think kind of keeps pulling people back in to something like this?
Well, some composers have this genius talent of connecting through sound with our deepest sensations, not just emotion, but there's a hidden language under that music that sort of takes us in, draws us in, and when successful, we are part of that experience through the words, but particularly through the music.
And something that we were kind of talking about before too is that for the Connecticut kind of version of this, there's so many folks that are coming in internationally. We have folks from all over the place, and you're being one of them.
Yes,
how are you kind of working with the crew? How's everything kind of coming together with a more international team?
Well, say it.
It's very interesting and so beautiful to make such an international cast, and we all meet 3 of us, Chancho, who will sing Marcello, and also my dearest Hannah, she will sing Musette, she is from USA, and we all meet in Greve Opera Academy in June in Gayane County.
Yeah.
So we already have some experience to sing each other together, and now we will meet another colleagues. I'm very excited to meet them at New Rodolfo and the other cast. So
and how are you kind of getting ready for your role as Mimi?
I think I sang it twice in Fellini and in Gayane County. We have already done it with Maestro, and it is not something that's new for me, but each time that you have to sing, you feel some responsibility.
Yeah.
Because you have to do your best. But Mimi is something like I like in my inner world.
Yeah.
Because when you create a new character or an opera role, I'm trying to find this character in my inner side, in my in myself.
That's awesome. And this is going to be going on your birthday as well. On
Yes, I told him. I told him already.
So happy birthday in advance. And this is, I believe it was November 17th?
Yes, yes.
So you guys can check them out on the 17th. Hartford, Middletown, there's a bunch of locations there for folks to check out. Guys, thanks so much for joining us. We really appreciate your time. Good luck in it all.